everyone now who's having this conversation sees Steph and sees what he's doing and appreciates what he's doing. And he is an all-time great. And once you get past like the top 3, 4, 5 into the top 20, it's almost an interchangeable thing. But you see players who were clearly in that get kind of edged out. I said Kareem was in the top 3, 4, 5, and you were like, I don't agree. I don't know if that's the case. And I read you some of Kareem's numbers and how many championships and scoring titles, the whole deal. And you were like, yeah, but I never saw him play. That's what I'm saying.
Freakishly limited, too, from what I understand. He had one move.
Limited? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
What I mean, freakishly limited, like he only had a skyhook. But I guess Curry only has a 3. I don't know. I didn't
only have this. Okay.
Well,
correct.
It's hearsay. I didn't get to watch full on Kareem games. I watched these games. I like the details and the nuances and the intricacies. That's why
correct. But this is the whole thing. This is why I'll never say to anybody now in an argument, Steph's not top 10, right? Because 1, I'm not going to win, and 2, it's because recency bias is a real thing, and it doesn't just go to top 10 analysis. And by the way, this is what makes sports awesome, right? Because somebody can still come out and tell you how Dr. J was awesome, and he was skilled. He was naturally gifted.
Was he?
Right? The dude could jump out of the gym, man. Dr. J, you know what I mean? Like, look at the sneakers that they were playing in, first of all. I mean, but anyway.
Converses, right? Like,
I mean,
now,
yeah,
like a lifestyle
right?
brand. It's what people wear to the club.
Yeah. So, but this is, I love these conversations. I love this stuff. And I like hearing people say Steph's in the top 10 because you know what it does? It gets us talking about players you didn't get to see. It gets us talking about players that half our audience didn't get to see. And maybe you go and watch a YouTube clip of like Kareem highlights and take a look at how this dude, you talk about college, talk about pros, just a dominant force in the league, came in the 60s, was still winning championships in the 80s, right? Like LeBron style, you know, like did it for a long time, right?
I'm glad you brought up LeBron. So when I went back and listened to our old episodes, one of the topics that I came back a few times with was, if Curry does win this 4th championship, remember this?
Mm-hmm.
He's now tied with LeBron.
Yep.
Is there an argument to be made that he's on the same caliber as LeBron?
Sure. And Robert Ory's is twice as good as both of them.
That's what you said as well, that episode. I remember. So, but I said that last May.
Yep.
And what I said, what happened today is we're going to start having that discussion, and just being in that discussion will make his cards more valuable.
So he doesn't even get into the conversation of LeBron yet, right? Jordan LeBron is an easy one too. Everything else is after that. And I think you could put, some players, I mean, you're not going to let me put Kareem or Wilt or Bill Russell. I mean, there are some players I say are significantly better statistic-wise than Curry.
What I've come to respect about LeBron is he came in as a passer, and he's now the leader in scoring.
He's a complete player. I agree.
Very much.
He led the league in assists one year, right?
I wish he would compete a little harder on defense, given how incredibly, insanely talented he is.
You watch the league now and how difficult it is to run through the gauntlet. Just like you just said, man, how, Golden State got there, but it broke the right way for them. And if the Suns would have gotten there, maybe the Suns would not have beaten the Warriors. And maybe the Suns would have beaten the Warriors. And then maybe the Suns would have lost to the Celtics. Like, there's a lot of maybes, and all of it is all reasonable. It's all things that could have happened, right? LeBron got to the finals every goddamn year. You know what I mean? That's hard to do.
At will. Almost, he made it. I think he put Dwayne Casey out of a job because Toronto was like the best team in the league, and then he just every single year they couldn't get to the next. Remember, he broke up DeRozan and Lowry.
Yeah,
remember that?
I mean, listen, it was. I mean,
you
just knew the East. You just knew it was going to be LeBron. Like, don't root for the Knicks anymore. It doesn't make a difference because LeBron's getting there. So you do have to be impressed by that, especially as you watch the parity in the league. I think Steph's amazing, man. I mean, I think he's great. I think he's changed the game. We talk about it, how the kids outside my house, we yell, Curry, they shoot the ball from half court, right? And, the game is different because of him. And he obviously has, succeeded. He has won. He's done everything that's been asked of him. Even he never won an MVP of the finals. That has to, you check all the boxes, right? This was his finals. Wiggins had some great games, but he led them in scoring in almost every game of the series. I think one game he didn't, where he had a very bad off night. but he still facilitated, had a bunch of assists. He still did what he needed to do. It's showing that he is more of a complete player.
So thank you all for listening to another episode of Lucas, Tigers, and Bronzo My. I wanted to tell you about a new service that we have starting as of today, and I'm really, really excited to bring it to you guys. So as a part of our partnership with SGC, we got 50 free submissions every single month, and many of you have taken advantage of that. And it's amazing that we could have the opportunity to 650 episodes, 675 episodes in, to go ahead and give back to our community. As people were sending those cards in, they asked, can we send 5, 10, 20 more cards to you guys? We'll pay for it, but we wanted them graded with SGC. You guys know SGC is turning cards around in 13 to 14 business days, have incredible customer service, and their secondary market values are going up day after day after day. And that's exciting for the hobby and exciting for the grading landscape. So we didn't want to just rush into it. We wanted to do it right. And what we did was I relocated here to Boca Raton, Florida. I opened up a P.O. box maybe 5 minutes away from SGC, and I will be hand delivering and hand picking up the cards. So you don't have to worry about anyone else touching your cards. It will be me, and I will update you every step of the way. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to personally pick up the cards from a P.O. box, prep them, new card saver, new penny sleeve, and deliver them to SGC every single Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Well, it lets the stragglers over the weekend come back through on Monday and gives me a day to prep, and it basically gives SGC the entire week to work on grading those cards. Once your cards pop, only then at the end of the process will you be paying for the service. It's $25 per card, simple as that, and the turnaround times have never been faster. We're hearing right now 13, 14, less than 20 business days. So there it is. 9170 Glades Road, number 135 is the P.O. Box in Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. 9170 Glades Road, number 135, Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. Of course, you could shoot me an email or shoot me a text anytime, and I'm always available. Many of you already have my email. It's iamandrewgoldberg@gmail.com. or my cell phone number, 215-519-9154. Reach out with any questions. I could walk you through the process. I've hopped on the call with quite a few of you, and I'm happy to do that. Love you, Luca Nation.